Hey everyone, I'm just waiting for people to come in. I thought I would go live the night before the full moon, and then we could chat a little bit about the full moon tomorrow in Aquarius. So I will wait for people to come in. Hi, human being. Let me know if the lighting is okay. It's the first time I'm doing it in my office, so you guys can kind of see my background a little bit. Hi, Tony, Sand Knight. Hey guys, what are you guys up to? What are you doing? Hi, Bach. Hi, Darian. Hey, Pure Love. Hey, Desiree. Hey, Shalonda. Hi, Wymie. My teeth look so yellow. Hi, Melanie. Thank you, Melanie. Hi, Tina, EC, Key, Lynette. I had my phone here. I was going to. I don't have it. Man. Oh, it's right here. Hey, Jessica, Moni, Urvi, Enchanted. So many of you guys here. I am going to text one of my family members to join if they can join. It'd be nice if they're in here. While you guys are still coming in, let me just text her real quick. Okay. Okay. So many of you here today. Thank you guys for joining me. Are you guys ready for the full moon tomorrow? Did you guys see my video? I kind of started doing a little bit different where I share with you guys like spells and rituals you could do with the moon and the way that the planets are, which planets are next to each other, which planets are in which zodiac sign. So we're having the sun in Leo. So the sun grows, right? And it's growing Leo, which is the lion, the tiger, which is an energy that is like beastly, right? The only thing I can think of is Durga. If you guys are familiar with Durga, she sits on top of the lion or the tiger and she tames that beast. And even the strength card in tarot, you see this feminine figure taming the beast, taming the lion. And this whole full moon gives me that kind of energy. Oh, Melanie, thank you. That's so sweet. Shannon says, I feel blocked. Everything you could tell me how to underblock myself? Full moon is a really, really good time to do unblocking. Shannon, if you do a spiritual rinse, a cord cutting ritual, tomorrow would be the perfect day for you to get rid of it. Something else that a lot of you may not know is if you have peacock feathers. Oh, if you hit, that's my dog. If he barks again, I might have to leave the live. If you have peacock feathers, then just brush that over yourself, especially on the night of the full moon. And if you could do it underneath the light of the full moon, just brush it over yourself. Actually, I filmed tomorrow's pick a card reading and it's all ready to go tomorrow. And I have a little surprise for everybody that picks a peacock feather. I kind of tell you in there, but you can just cleanse yourself with a peacock feather and it's really, really powerful. If you have a crow feather or a raven feather, that is my favorite. That is the first thing I ever manifested. And so I like to use that, but I always like to keep peacock feathers too. And you don't have to do it on the full moon. Charge them under the full moon and then just brush the negativity off of yourself whenever you need. Leo season, yes. This would be such a good season to pray to like Durga or work with the strength card in tarot. I'm pretty sure my heart chakra is really blocked. I both have an idea and no idea. Same. Kayla, when the heart chakra is blocked, I'm going to actually pull a card for you real quick. But when the heart chakra is blocked, there's some self-work that needs to go there that maybe we are not tending to. right? Maybe there's a wound that we don't want to touch. I know for me that happens a lot. So when I need to unblock my heart chakra, or when I know that my heart chakra is blocked or clogged or whatever, then I know I need to like journal or do some self-work where I will like have to take a bath or completely like stop doing something toxic, which is like overworking, or, you know, clean my house. Like I have to self-care. But this is the card that comes up. Make an altar. Make an altar for your heart. Everything that makes your heart happy. Heart chakra colors, heart chakra, like roses, red roses, rose petals, rose scented perfume. Those would be really good things to put on your altar for your heart chakra. I've never heard of that, but that's what I'm getting with this card. And how beautiful would it be if you honor your heart on an entire altar? You know, you give your own heart incense every day. Thank it for beating through everything, right? Hi, Constance. Oh, Kayla, I'm so glad. Bad dreams. For bad dreams, you can put cloves underneath your bed. That will help. And also mugwort, lavender, black obsidian, amethyst. What can I do on the full moon? Me and my partner together because he believes now because of me. I don't understand. What do you want to do? Let me text my boyfriend real quick to check up on. There you go. There he goes. Hi, Mark. Shiveda. If I was seeing ones all day today, should that mean I should most definitely be manifesting tomorrow? No, not necessarily. I think sometimes numbers show themselves to different people for different reasons. So I wouldn't be able to tell you. You would have to keep your eyes open, be aware tomorrow. Hi, Vanita. When is the full moon? Tomorrow. Can you recommend a website to purchase crystals? I go to crystal shows to purchase mine. And I wish I had like local places to purchase crystals, because I think that's the best way to purchase crystals. I don't really purchase from online because I like to touch them, look at the shape and stuff like that. Online, I don't know. Well, there is one website I used to buy a long time ago, and it's called Energy Muse. But other than that, I would go to Etsy. You know, on Etsy, people actually charge their crystals. I have some charged crystals on my Etsy shop if you want. Hi, Lola. What do you feel about full moon charged ocean water? Ocean water is very powerful, and ocean water is so much affected by the full moon and like the moon, the tides and all of that. So I think ocean water is already charged, but if you bring it and you charge it more, of course, that's powerful. And the ocean water is really good for cleansing and purification. My spirit guides personally are from the ocean, so like I love that idea. Can you use powder herbs in spells to manifest? Yes. It's even more like better because it's ground up, so the essence and the aroma comes out more. So yes. Can you share what rituals I could do tomorrow for removing roadblocks? For removing roadblocks, full moon would be a really, really good time. And like, go through my channel. There are some lemon rituals that you could do. What else? You could do a spiritual rinse. There's actually a cord cutting ritual that, if you know Arabian conjure, it's a really old video of hers where she shows how to tie a black string all around you and then cut it. I think that's one of the best things I ever did for myself that I learned from her video. So I would go check that out. Oh, Sylvia, thank you so much. That just made my night. Hi, Ginger. You have a nice day too. Okay, so Risk said he started his spiritual journey when I introduced him to spirituality. I just wanted a ritual to do it together on the full moon night. Take a bath together. I think that's the best way to connect. Take a bath together. What should I do for full moon ritual for relation and money prosperity? Full moon ritual to bring in relationship and money, I would use basil. Basil helps bring abundance in relationships and in money. So use basil in a candle or whatever ritual that you're drawn to. Oh, Sylvia, you are so sweet. You made my night. How do I charge my crystals tomorrow? Keep them underneath the light of the full moon for an hour, 2 hours, and take it or bring it back in before the sun comes out. That's how I would charge my crystals. If not, you could put them in your garden overnight and then bring them back home or back inside tomorrow morning. You can also just Google which crystals you can do this with, but a lot of crystals you can just kind of wash them in salt water and stuff like that. I have a mirror behind my altar where I do candle work. Is that okay? It is okay, but just make sure what else is in front of that mirror besides your altar. Like, is it like a clutter or something? Just make sure that it's all clean. It should be fine. Your hair has gotten long. I've been taking care of it. Kind of. Thank you so much. Tomorrow's my aunt's birthday. What should I do? Because I have to sleep over her house. Huh? Oh. You could maybe burn bay leaves. Yeah, maybe burn bay leaves, burn some sage if she'll let you. Any tips for Sagittarius on this full moon? For Sagittarius and Aquarius, I feel like they're very independent, strong signs. So, I mean, it is a full moon in Aquarius. So I think Sagittarius is so similar to Aquarius. Very independent. Just check out my video, the 5 things you should know, because I do share some spells and rituals in there. Oh, thank Doki. I hope I said your name right. Thank you. Have you ever used a pendulum? I don't really use pendulums. I have a few, but they scare me. And I think I need to kind of learn more about it before I start using it. I haven't figured out how to build an altar yet. I have so many crystals and books, and they're all nicely organized, but no official altar. That's fine. Take your time. What I like to do is go on Pinterest, get some ideas, maybe like color schemes you like, and what makes you happy. What is special to you? What represents money? Do you have things from your ancestors? You want to keep something from every single element, like earth, water, air, fire. And these are all optional. I'm just giving you ideas, but it's your altar. You create the energy. Can I trim my hair for growth or not? Yes, you can trim your hair tomorrow, of course. It would be really good because even if you trim just a tiny bit off the ends, it's a release. That's getting rid of negative energy. And actually, I might do that too because that's a good idea. Thank you, Sundari. Are there any special things I can do tomorrow with dry mint leaves? So tomorrow on the full moon, especially with Aquarius, yes. If you use mint tomorrow, sprinkle it in candles. You can make tea with it. But if you do make tea with it, make sure that you infuse it with your energy. You can infuse your wine with it, your alcohol, your cook with it. Sprinkle it around your house because mint is good for opening roads. Should you have a mirror in the front door? In the front door? When you open it, that's the first thing you see is yourself. There's so many mixed opinions, but what I've experienced living in a house that was the case, where as soon as you open the door, there's a mirror, it wasn't pleasant. So I wouldn't recommend it. Attracting love and friendships. So attracting love, this would be a really good time to attract love. How would you attract love? There's some, like, if you browse through my channel, I have a few ways that you could do that. But, ooh, okay. If you have rose quartz, I would charge the rose quartz underneath the light of the full moon in like a big bowl of water, and then use that water like on yourself as a rinse. Advice for a Capricorn with Leo rising and Virgo moon for tomorrow. We Cappies have had a hard time for a while. That's I feel like it's such an intricate question. There's so much in there. Got Capricorn, Leo rising, Virgo moon. I would have to look at the chart or do like a reading for you. I feel like I don't know, maybe it's just your energy that I'm getting. That's a lot for me to just like just off the top of my head give you something. Are you going to start delivering to Morocco on your Etsy shop? So right now, no. The shipping, especially overseas and stuff, and like outside US, we have not started that up yet, but maybe it's coming in the future. You like the idea with the rose quartz? Yes, that would be a really good idea. And if you infuse your rose quartz with that Aquarius energy and then the sun in Leo, it's so strong. But with the rose quartz, it tames the beast. Like, perfect way to say it. You burn a bay leaf every day. Love it. Makes my day. I burn bay leaves every single day too. Any tips for casinos? I like to go sometimes, but never really win. Change your verbiage. Like, you gotta affirm and you gotta speak what you want. So don't constantly be like, I never win. You know, even if you don't believe it, just be like, oh, you know what? I'll be lucky today. But things you could take to the casino are pyrite crystals, aventurine crystals. Raise your frequency before you go to the casino. So listen to some good music. Like, you want to be a high vibe when you do something like that. And of course, I always like to like have a few drinks at the casino, get your frequency raised that way. You wanted to purchase the love oil. What is it called on my site? Eileen, I actually just created brand new, like, what is it? I changed the way that it looks. So it's still under the same name. I think it's Unconditional Love Oil, but it should be up. I think there's a few still up. Got my package today and love it, but please check my messages there for you anyway. Thanks a lot. I don't check Etsy messages. That is my boyfriend. You guys are talking to him. He does packaging, Etsy, everything to do with the shop. That is him. I just make the products and charge them, and he packages them, processes it, gets it ready, ships them out. Yeah. So, and my emails and stuff, I get so many messages. It's very hard for me to keep up. So yeah. Sometimes it goes into spam, but if you're on my Patreon, it's a lot easier to get in touch with me over there. It's just easier. It's more organized. It's like I know it's not spam and stuff like that. By the way, I do want to talk to you guys about the comment section. So in the tarot community, the spiritual community, there's a lot of scammers. And I'm sure you guys have seen them. They leave their numbers, they leave their information, they claim to be me, or they claim to be even other readers and stuff. Don't fall for that, please. My email will always be in my description. And that is the only way that like my email's out there. So if it's not that, then it's not me. What can I do on the full moon for business purposes or to attract more customers? Business, you want to use basil because basil helps bring things in abundance. So you want to use basil. You could use, let me look at catnip. You can use catnip. Mint because it opens the roads. And cinnamon. Is there any rituals I could do to make a friend pay what she borrowed from me? I would use a calamus root. If you have like a domination oil, if you have the one from my shop, or if you have your own, or if you have calamus root, grab that and use that. You can actually I would write her name on the bay leaf and kind of write it in the present tense. Thank you for making blah, 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 pay me what she owed me. And then I would put the domination oil on there and light it. Is it a problem if you mix too many herbs together? No. No. I mix so many herbs together. Some of my powders have like over 20, 21 herbs just because the more powerful. The more the frequency, the more amplified. I love it. So don't worry about mixing too many herbs together, Kayla. A couple of days ago, my magnetic rings shattered while I was showering. What do you think that means? They might have absorbed something and broke. I would say throw it away and get yourself a new one. Like buy yourself something new. $132. Oh my goodness, I didn't even realize. Thank you guys for joining me. How to set intentions on perfume to make it protect you and bring prosperity. Okay, Geeta, I love to charge my perfumes. And what I would do is put crystals around it that are protective, or you could put it on your altar and then use it, but leave it on your altar. Oils for love. Well, if you purchase mine, I have so many different kinds of oils and herbs and roots in there. But like, say if I were to give you the top 5 oils for love, it would definitely be rose oil. But you have to make sure that it is rose essential oil and not fragrance oil. So rose oil is very good. Lang Lang oil, very, very good. Neroli, and make sure they are the essential oils. So that's 3. And then I would say if you can get your hands on some ginger oil. And the last one, okay, I'll give you 2. Either bergamot or geranium. Those 2 would be really, really good. What is peppermint oil good for? Asthma. I use it all the time for asthma. It's also good for clearing the roads and opening the roads, getting rid of negative energy, refreshing the energy. How many bay leaves can you burn, my dear? As many as you want. Sometimes I sit there and I'll burn like 20. Oh, thank you, Dee. So Rose or Roz, I desire to manifest money to restore my mother's home. That's sweet. To just be a blessing, I burn bay leaves and I say affirmations daily. Specifics for manifesting money. I have a few videos on my channel. Go check them out. But something I always like to do is write $4 signs on the bay leaf and put money oil on it and then burn it. You did a cord cutting yesterday with Figaro candles. My face fell off mine. It's my ex-husband and I have tattoos on our face, but I'm in the process of tattoo removal. What does that mean? The spirits knew. They knew. It's just, that to me is so synchronistic. Good sign, of course. I think it's a good sign. You guys have the prettiest bay leaves. Oh, thank you. I love our bay leaves. Universal Journey said, what is your OF program about? It's a lot of sexual related stuff, but no nudity, nothing like that. It's a place where I created an account to share my own healing of my own sexuality. So I kind of do readings there and videos where I talk about certain things, like whatever things I'm learning and I'm unlearning, and like I want to share over there where I feel a little bit safer to share it. And, you know, where I don't think YouTube is a place to talk about that kind of stuff either. So that's what it is. You're exactly right. I keep asking, where does she purchase her bay leaves from? We don't tell. Can we do road opening and money candle work at the same time? Yes. I would do the road opening first because you want to open the roads and then you want to travel the road. So you want to invite the money in. Do we need protection candle as well? You don't need it, but it would be nice just to have a black candle going. But you don't really need it if you have like a black crystal there, or if you're doing it on an altar. Mine burns way faster than his was still halfway when mine went out. Because you're ready. You're eager for this. You're ready for it. Let me text my boyfriend real quick, see if he can check on the dog. My palm is about 17 years old and he has a scratch in his eye. So tomorrow we're taking him to an emergency visit to see if he's okay. Let me see if my boyfriend can check on him real quick. Otherwise, I'm going to have to leave the live. We have to check on him so much because he did lose his sight. So every time that he needs to eat or like drink water or anything, then we have to run downstairs and take him out. There he goes. So we have to take turns. He has to go sometimes if I'm working, or if he's busy, then I need to go running down the stairs. Oh, your Tesla battery is bad. Okay. I put my crystal in my worship place. Is that okay? Yes, I keep my crystals there too. Like your most favorite crystals, keep them there. Not even all the time. Keep them there, charge it overnight, and then keep it with you. Moonflower Tarot says, can you do spells involving your cats? Like get them to participate? Like personally, like my cats? Or like any cats? My own cats? They will come sometimes. They both like to sit on my reading table, the one that I do the pick a card on. They like to come and sit on it. They like to sit they like to come and sit in my office where I make all my oils, but they only come here to get their catnip and their valerian, and they're gone after that. Oh, any cats. to get them to participate, that would be their own decision if they're like resonating with it, they feel the energy or not. So I think that's just up to the cat. I have a cat who just stares at me when I do spells. I wish my cats would. Sometimes I'll wake up in the middle of the night and my cat's shadow will just be sitting at the foot of the bed just staring at me. It's the creepiest thing, but I feel so safe. But if they stare at you, that's a very good sign. They see something. They see the power. Cats see things we don't. I hope your fur baby is okay. Thank you so much, Moon Love. That means a lot. If I don't have love oil, what can I do for the man I'm interested in? Right now, I'm burning a red candle. Okay, so Eileen, I've been thinking about this question so much because I get messages and messages and messages like this one. And the only thing I can tell you from my own experience is if you don't do a love spell on yourself first, don't do a love spell on someone else. And I might get hated for saying that, but I truly do believe that. Before you do any love spell on anyone else, please do one on yourself. At least in my experience. What are your thoughts on doing spells while drinking versus sober? I feel like when I have a seltzer or two, I'm more connected. Krista. So I'm one of those people that sometimes I want to be like completely focused and like, you know, which is fine. That helps me focus. Sometimes I love having a glass of wine while I'm wine. Yes. And sometimes I like after like a big day of work or something when I'm unwinding and maybe doing a spell or making some oils. Like sometimes when I'm winding down, I'm making oils for the shop. That's how I wind down. And I'll have some wine with me because it is the end of the day and that is something I love to do. So for me, it's like I like to wind down while I'm still working, and it does provide some kind of a connection sometimes because you lower your walls, your guard, you know, it's just something that kind of makes you a little relaxed and not so rigid and tense. So sometimes I do, and sometimes, but like that's how I feel. But sometimes no, you can't do it all the time. So that's my opinion. Hopefully that answered your question. I've never seen a hummingbird in my area, and one came right up to me. Moon. Okay. This morning, I saw a hummingbird in my hibiscus plant. I have not seen a hummingbird since I moved down here either. So for you to say that, I feel like we're connected. But yeah, that's such a good sign because hummingbirds, when they come to bless you. And oftentimes it's when, you know, it's when you're most stressed and you see a hummingbird. I just feel like that's with so many of the clients that I've had too. It's when you're most stressed out that the spirit guides come. The butterflies, the hummingbirds, spiders. I've been seeing so many black widows. Yeah, they come because they help. They're our guides, you know, so that's your guide. Look up a hummingbird on Google, hummingbird symbol. Hope your baby feels better. Have a blessed night. Enjoy the full moon. I'm going to do my house cleaning. I just got home from work. Ma Durga, blessings to all. Doki, that was so cute. Thank you so much. That made my night too. I hope I said your name right. But good night. Happy cleaning. I love to clean, so I'm excited for you. And that was really sweet. Thank you. Is there a meaning to seeing 3 red birds playing near me? Bree, look up the number 3 on Google, like the angel number 3. Look up the color red. What does that mean? And what kind of bird was it? Look that up. Those 3 things will tell you what you need to know. Is it Channel or is it Chanel? But what is my spirit animal? I think I have two. Crows, definitely. First and foremost, crows. They've been following me since I was a little girl. And cats. Crows and cats. I could live in a house infested with crows and cats, and I'd be the happiest woman ever. Can you recommend something for anxiety? Oh my goodness, you guys. So maybe something that a lot of you don't know about me, and I don't talk about it as much as maybe I should. But if you guys would like me to talk more about it, I will. But about anxiety and panic attacks. And I'm not the type that wants to use medication. I'm very stubborn about that. I've been on medication before for depression, and it wasn't fun. I didn't like it. I didn't like what it did to my head, how it made me feel. And that's kind of why I started all of this. This is because of that. But I still get anxiety and I still get panic attacks. And I think a lot of the times we need to get down into, actually, I don't even have my journal. My journal's back there, but I'll tell you guys about it. Really, sometimes you just got to get down to what is making you feel anxious and we avoid it. What is it? And that's the hardest part, you know? Otherwise, it will always control you and it will always trigger you. I actually pulled 3 cards for myself this morning, and I want to share it with you guys real quick. But those 3 cards, what they forced me to ask myself was 2 questions. And I sat down and I answered those questions very, very honestly to myself, which was, first of all, how do you feel when you are triggered, anxious, or feel panic, right? Write down everything you feel in your body. And then the next question was, who or what triggers you? Write down everything. So I think actually that helped me, because if you pinpoint and identify and you name your anxiety and your fear and stuff, you definitely take some power away from it. So sometimes you got to name it. And, you know, if you want to like add a spell into it, write it in your journal, name what those are, and then burn sage over it. Or I want you to take some protection oil, dab it all over that whole page in your journal. My journal is covered with oil and herbs. But I mean, to each their own if you want to do that. But I just feel like if you wanted to incorporate a spell into that healing of anxiety and panic attacks. But there's also oils you can use for panic attacks and anxiety, which is lavender. Lang Lang oil is very, very good. Peppermint oil is very, very good. And I would recommend to, right here in the back of your neck, anoint the oils back there. It's a very powerful area of our body. So anoint it there, here, every chakra. Get the oil infused into your aura and your energy. How do you know what is your spirit animal, Vanita? They follow me. Crows will follow me everywhere. And cats, I don't know. I'm just so obsessed with cats. And you know what's the funny thing? Like, I did not used to like cats at all. Sylvia, thank you. I didn't like to I didn't like cats because I never had one. I never understood them. And then all of a sudden one day, my mom texted me a picture of Shadow, and they found her in the lumber yard. And she was a baby. And as soon as I saw the picture of this cat, I don't know what happened to me. She put me under a spell. I always say my cat Shadow has me under a spell. I mean, I have her engraved in my body. So, and it's not just her. I mean, she's my queen, but cats, after that day, I look at cats like they're gods. Hi, Sierra. Fefe? Fefe. Hi, sis. Sylvia, you are so sweet. Any specific books that helped you with your journey? Oh my goodness. I have my books right in front of me. You want me to show you? If you guys want like my library tour, let me know. I would love to. I love books. I love books. But let me share a few. So these are the tarot. These are tarot that I currently have on my reading table. This is a really good beginner's book. Like if you're starting off like the basics. And these are some of the books that came with my Ginger. Thank you. Thank you. These are, oh my goodness, bless you so much. They come with the tarot cards. So let me tell you one book that I absolutely love. And I've been reading this for like 6-7 years and I have not been able to finish it because this book goes so deep. It goes so deep that you have, like for me, I have to read it slowly and really absorb it. So that is Women Who Run with the Wolves. Tell me who knows about this book. But look at all my bookmarks in there. And also, like you guys, I was talking about the crow feathers, right? I don't think that's a crow feather, but I love to use feathers as bookmarks too. But this is how far I am into the book. And I've been reading it for so many years just because, oh my God, the amount of insight you get and everything. This book is like, oh, I love it. I love it. Thank you, Ginger. Library tour? Okay, Chef. Let me see. So I bought this book from a used bookstore, and I had high expectations. It's the Homeopathic Treatment of Emotional Illness. But I'm not a fan. I'm not really a fan. So yeah, this is something else that I like to keep a stack of books on my reading table. So every morning when I do readings or whatever, I go through the books first for, I not just tarot cards. I like using my books as divination too. I have the Kali Oracle that goes with the Kali deck. Oh, this card. If you guys are into tarot and astrology, this is a really good book to learn from. It explains things so nicely, and it's pictures, very easy to read. Highly recommend this. Oh, and then this is the last one I have with me right now. But this is called Beneath a Vedic Sky, and this is for Vedic astrology. So there's different kinds of astrology. This is Vedic astrology. So I've been reading this and I have learned so much, and it's actually helped me navigate a lot of my life and also give clients tips on their lives in their readings based off astrology. So this is a very, very helpful book. And this is helping me learn how to read charts and natal charts and stuff like that. So very, very good books. Was that boring? Was the book tour of my reading table boring? Do you know when the full moon is live in Maryland? There's so many ways you can work with the full moon. I think I even have a video on my channel where I show you a few ways you could work with the full moon. Check out that video. I think I share like 5 ways. Maybe it will help. Spell books for beginners. Yes. This is a really, really good one. Spell work for self-care. I feel like everybody that does a love spell, get this book first. Let's see. Oh, Ginger. I really want to learn more about tarot and astrology. What book do you recommend for beginners? I just showed you the Tarot and Astrology by last name Kenner. Really, really good book. The way that author wrote everything is so easy to understand. Do you guys want me to pull a card? Full moon, night before full moon card? And the lighting is going down because the sun's going down too. Not boring at all. Thank you. Any full moon songs or playlists you recommend, if any? Okay, I'm going to answer Chef's question and then I'll pull some cards. But like songs, I've been really loving Bollywood songs. Like the new ones. Badshah's new songs, Jacqueline Fernandez in there. I love it. I love them. But I love Indian music. And lately, that's all I've been listening to. But play anything that gets you happy and uplifted. Because what uplifts me will not necessarily uplift other people. You know what I'm saying? So what is it for you? What was a beginner's book for tarot? This one. Author is Juliet Sharman Burke. Oh, thank you. I'll say hi to him for you. He's packaging orders. Let me pull a card. Okay, before I pull a card, what deck should I use? I'm going to have you guys pick the deck. So I'm going to read off a few, okay? Do you want to know what color you want to work with? Do you want to know an assignment from the cards? Do you want a message from the spirits? Do you want a message from Kali? Do you want a message from the Ganesha deck? Do you want a love message? And then based off whichever ones I get more of, that's the deck I'll choose. So yeah, let me know. Color? Aquarian. I don't, okay. Message from spirits? Color. Message from spirit. Spirit message and color. Sorry, did I just burp on camera? See how comfortable I am with you guys? If you guys are on Patreon, I'm even more comfortable. Okay, we'll do a color. And the spirits. Where's that? Yeah, right here. So many decks. Gotta go through and find them. All right, let's get a color. So the night before the full moon, right? This is so fun. Let's get a color that we should work with. Tomorrow, tonight. So we got 3. And I'm going to take all 3. We're going to read all 3. Okay, I'm excited. So the first one we have here is pink. And it says, let love in. For a lot of you that had love questions, I totally understand why the pink card came up and not the red, because this is an energy of a softer love where you need to give I feel like a lot of you neglect your own self-love and then you try to attract love, and that's not going to work because we're magnets, we're mirrors. We got to show the universe what we want the universe to mirror back. And in this case, you need to show the universe what you want mirrored back. Use pink because it's a soft energy that helps lowers the walls in love. It's romantic, friendship, compassion, So use pink roses, pink colored candles, pink. There's so many things popping into my head. I don't even know which one to say. Pink decorations, pink sheets, pink underwear, pink clothes, get creative. I just decorated my bedroom in pink because you're ready to let love in. What does it say? Let love in. See, you're ready. That's a sign. And the next color card for you guys is green. Oh my goodness, you guys. Tell me that's not the heart chakra. Green and pink are the colors of the heart chakra. Let love in and revitalize your nervous system. So okay. A lot of you, I feel like, are going through some health problems because of something in your love life. And you're being called to revitalize your nervous system because it will not only open your body up to better health, but it will also open the roads to whatever that struggle was that made your health bad in the first place, whether that needs to be that you need to get rid of that or that you need to heal it or fix it somehow. But right now we need to focus on your nervous system, your health. Spend more time in nature, green tea, salads, check with your doctor, get a checkup if you need to, but you guys need to pay attention to your body. A lot of you are neglecting your body so much, and then a lot of you don't even have enough energy within yourself, but you're pouring energy out. And I don't know where that energy is coming from, you guys, because you're just draining yourself. And then you're expected to give love too. For a lot of you, I get that too. But green, okay, green clothes, green plants, green crystals. This would be a really good night for you guys to work with green and pink. Like, there's so many things I could do with this. Maybe I'll give you some ideas after I read this one. Gold. Alchemy. This is alchemy. Attract abundance. So there is abundance. There's a lot of potential for abundance in your love life. If you guys have gold jewelry, get yourself some pink roses, okay? Save the petals and save the leaves. Dry them out and put your gold jewelry on top of them. That's going to be your gold jewelry's bed. And that's where you're going to take it off and put it there. And then you can wear it whenever you want. But for all of you that have gold jewelry, do that. And you can drop oils in the dried leaves and roses. Just try that and see what kind of difference it makes in your love life. Alchemy, attracting abundance, healing, letting love in, revitalizing, healing. Okay, now let's do the spirit guide message. And then we're already here for an hour. I think after this, I want to go check up on Kobu, see if he's okay. My boyfriend's been checking up on him, so I feel kind of bad. I'm going to go see how he's doing. Let me just take a sip. Okay, before I pull from the Spirit Guides deck, where is it? I just had it. That's right. Okay, so I wanted to answer this question by Moonlove. Candles, herbs, spells that you would recommend for truth to be revealed, and is it good for a full moon? So this, I feel like, is such a dangerous spell. Just because, I mean, if you're ready for truth, this is the best thing you could do. But are you ready, like, for whatever's prepared for whatever would come out? But if you are, then I would say use calamus root and a mirror. And whatever it is that the truth that you need to be revealed, yeah, I would have to know what are you talking about? There's so many, like, different ways. Like, is it a person that you hate? Or is it a person that you love, that you need to know something? Because there's two different spells and stuff you could do. One could harm and one could, you know what I'm saying? So I have to know. Okay, let's get a message from the spirit. So when I work with my spirit guides, I work with this deck right here, which is the Whispers of the Ocean Oracle cards. So we have a few cards. I'm going to read all of them because these cards have changed my mental health. Let me tell you, my mental health. The first card that we have here is Gentle Moderation. A lot of you need to hear this message the night before the full moon. Let's not go crazy. Okay. In moderation, take your time. Okay. Pressure from others or pressure from yourself can be released by renegotiating what you are trying to accomplish. So a lot of times we get overwhelmed. We feel pressure from others, from our jobs, from ourselves, from our bills. Like pressure can come from anywhere. Now, specifically when it comes from others, this pressure can be released. It's a lot of the times we take on too much, and that's where the pressure comes from. So we need to renegotiate what it is that we want and need, and set boundaries and say no when we need to and yes when we want to. What is it that you're trying to accomplish? Sometimes we don't put that in our head. What is it that we want to accomplish? And that makes everything fuzzy, everything foggy. It makes everything foggy, and confusion comes in, and you just feel overwhelmed. And I feel like that's why they're saying moderation, because a lot of you take everything all at once, or a lot of you just keep taking and taking and taking, and you blow. Like moderation. And also know, like, it's okay to be him or her. It's okay to walk away sometimes. It's just okay. If it means that you have peace, if you get some peace of mind, if it means that pressure gets released off you, then like, this reminds me so much of 8 of Cups or 10 of Swords energy, where it's that heavy burden where you can't stay amongst. You gotta give yourself a little time out. That's what I'm getting from this card, and I've never really gotten that from this card. A lot of you take on way too much, and this full moon night, I think a lot of you feel it. Okay, the chat is so addicting. I love talking to you guys. But the next card that we have here is Safe and Surrounded by Love. Okay, so I think a lot of you needed to hear this. Keep your heart open. So a lot of you that are very stubborn, no. In this Aquarius season and Leo season, that's going to come out, okay? You're going to feel a lot more rebellious, stubborn, independent. And if anybody tries to poke at that independence, just be weary and just calm, everything calm, okay? Keep your heart open and know you are being protected. Listen to what you know to be true. A lot of you may be trying to ignore what you know is true, and allow yourself to see and understand what is going on around you. So we have here 3 dolphins. Now, dolphins are very, very loyal. They're very playful. They're very protective. And they're very loving. And I feel like you need to know that there is love around you. But why am I sensing the question of, are you neglecting that love? Or are you maybe taking advantage of it? Are you so afraid of it that you will not even let it in? Maybe some questions to ask yourself before tomorrow, so you know what spells you need to do. A spell that I would do about this is I would thank my guides and my spirits for showing me that I'm protected. That's what I would get from this card. That's how I would honor the card. But for you guys, it could be you honoring your ancestors or your spirit guides, whoever's protecting you. And if you think maybe it's a crystal that's protecting you, then wash the crystal, honor the crystal, If you think it's actually have my grandpa's fingerprint after he passed away. So that's something that I always feel like protects me. So that's a sign for me to honor that tomorrow. So what is special to you that makes you feel protected? It could be something from your ancestors, right? Honor that tomorrow. Also, there's so much ancestral energy right now. So much ancestral energy. I'm sure you guys feel it. The The last card is In the Light of the Moon. This is how I know I'm so connected to you guys, and we're so connected to the moon. In the light of the moon, look at this. A full moon can shine light on what you have been resisting. We've been getting this message a lot, especially on Patreon. This can be anything from your fears to your soul's beauty. So a lot of the time we can resist our own goodness. We resist our own blessings. This is so funny. I have a tattoo of an orca on my foot, and this was the first tattoo that I ever got. And the reason that I got it was because I went through something extremely devastating in my life, and that was my reward to myself for finally getting on a healthy path. So orca to me is so special that this popped up for a lot of you. I feel like you guys are on that path where you are overcoming a very devastating situation. And I feel like that's when the orca pops up into my life. And for it to pop up right now, I feel like it's a message for a lot of you. A lot of you are overcoming a very hard situation. And this full moon is going to shine a light on what it is that you have been resisting. You know, a lot of times when we get stuck in a place where we're devastated, we resist a lot. We resist the bad and we resist the good. So this full moon is going to show you the good that you've been resisting because of all that devastation you went through. So yeah. And it's also funny that we got the full moon card, right? Okay, you guys. So I have been on here for over an hour, 2 minutes over an hour. Thank you guys so much for joining me. Did I color my hair again? Excuse me. Yes, I did. I went darker. For me, coloring my hair is such a huge act of self-expression for me. Sometimes I just feel like, with green hair, I would do things that I wouldn't do with dark hair. Or with dark hair, I am more confident in doing certain things that I wouldn't do if I had like light brown hair. It's so weird, but it's like I'm different people with different hair. That's just how I express myself. But that's why I color my hair so much. All right, you guys, I am going to head out. Thank you guys so much for joining me, and happy full moon. I hope you guys enjoy and burn your bay leaves, do your spells, use the energy in your favor. Best wishes for your cat. Thank you. I'll talk to you really soon. Bye.